Hi friends, welcome to our Python basic sessions, and we are continuing our for last 2 to 3 weeks we are kind of regularly at 7 p.m. we are starting our session on Python basics, and for last 2 days from the beginning of this week we are started with the Python functions. This is time user defined functions. The other one is built-in functions. We have already discussed. We are from Monday onwards we have started with user defined functions. So how we will pass a parameter to a function. First we thought what was the purpose of a function, then how to pass parameters, how to pass a list, then all those we have discussed, how to return the data from a function, and how to set a default value for a parameter. If you don't give any value to a parameter or a attribute, then what is the how the function will set its value. That then we have also seen how we will pass multiple parameters. I don't know how many parameters I will be able to pass it, so that also by using wildcard star we have used that. Then we have also learned on key value pairs, and today we will focus mostly on recursive functions. This is a function calling itself. So before we move there, my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, so you'll be notified as and when we are adding new tutorials, and we are frequently doing that also. And please share this with your friends. And nowadays we are coming with live sessions every day at 7 p.m. So we are continuing with the Python basics. We will slowly switch over to database management and many other topics we will cover. So please be with us. So let's start. Come back to our Colab platform. What you are seeing is our Colab platform now. This platform is a Google's cloud platform. So Python is pre-installed, so you need not have to install it again. So this entire worksheet, or it is a Jupyter notebook, so it is already available for us to work on it. And you also can download this entire source code. You can just go to this particular page. This page is there, this URL is there in the description. Scroll down, then come to the end of this page. Entire your source code, whatever we have discussed last 2 days and today also, whatever we are going to discuss, all are available here. You can click this link or GitHub link at the bottom of this page. Click this, you will be taken to the GitHub page. In the GitHub page, you can either download it or whatever, everything is possible, and here you will get a open in Colab. So once you click this particular page will open in your Colab platform. You just need a Google ID or a Gmail account, so this will open. So the entire script you can run, and the same our Jupyter notebook in the Colab platform in your Google Cloud server against your account, it will open up. So let's come back. That's how we are using, and it is not necessary that you will be using Colab only. You can use any other IDE or Visual Studio Code, PyCharm, anything, whatever you are comfortable. You can download this code here, file, download IPYNB or .py file, whatever format you want, you can download it and run it in your local system if you want to do so. It is easy. If you are working in Colab, you can easily share it, so no need to install. So if it is running with this Colab, it will bound to work with you because it is a cloud platform. So previously last 2 days functions, all this we have discussed this. So we stopped here. So the bottom 3 things are left in the function. We'll try to complete that. So we'll start with docstring of a function. What's a docstring of a function? Let's just start. It is the documentation of a function. Say, okay, these are all very small. Whatever last 2 days we are discussing, these are 3-4 lines. You can just at a glance, you can say what for this function is, what are the inputs it takes, you can see. But suppose a big function is there, or you are importing a library, the functions are here. You don't know what the function, what for, and how to use that function. For that purpose, while writing a function, we maintain a docstring. How we will maintain that? So below this, we'll put our code block here. So let's start a function, define my add. I have a function which receives 2 number x and y and sum it up. So it returns the sum. Here, before it returns, return, I am just saying x plus y. Normally this is what actually we'll do. Let's just see. Print I am saying my add, here I am saying 5 comma 6, fine. So if I'll run it, it will say, first time I am running, so it will allocate the resources. So connecting, it will take just extra 1 or 2 seconds. So let me move up a bit. So this is the Collab platform. Advantage is you can easily share the code with your friends and all. See, the output is 11 has come because I am just simple adding these two number as return. But here I will add a doc string to this. This is usually the mostly first line inside the function. You will write it by using a 3 single quotes or 3 double quotes also. It's comment type of a thing. So I am just writing. So what I will write, take, this is about the take 2 inputs and return the sum of them. Fine, end it. So now this is tells me that it takes 2, okay, let me 2 integers, I will say integer inputs and return the sum of them. So this is the my doc string for this function. Now let me just how I will print this doc string. So for that, print 2 underscores I have to use. So sorry, first I have to place my add dot, this method, now 2 underscore, now doc again. Now this I am telling print the my add is the function name. Here you can see the function name is there. Now I will just run this. See here, take 2 integer inputs and return the sum of them. So this is the what I have written. Suppose you are written a big application, the functions are there. Someone wants to know what for this function is. He can just use this doc string and know about the function. But in that way, you have seen here how we have declared a doc string for this function, and it is a good practice always that you keep a doc string whenever any function you are using. So a user can know about it while calling, importing and all, they can use it. It is not that whatever when we create, similarly some built-in functions are already there. Is there a doc string for that? We'll see that. Now let me just add one more code block. What I am going to do is, let me just print some doc strings for certain common functions we have already used. Let's print that. Print. Now let's say len. Len is that it iterates, and any iterable gives us the total number of elements are there. So that way. So len dot. So let me run this. Return the number of items in a container. So this is the about the doc string for the len. Len is a built-in function. I am not defined it. It is already available. So like that, there is a big list we have already discussed in one session. What are the built-in functions of Python? So 156, if I remember correctly, it is that many built-in functions are. This comes with the standard Python package. These are standard built-in functions. No need to import a library and use that function. So len, print, int, str, all these are built-in functions. Let's see a few more. We'll see. Print. Now let me just str. Okay, str is where we convert a integer to a string. Str dot 2 underscore doc again 2 underscore. So let's print this. What the it gives here? You return the number of. Okay, this is the first one is. Let me comment this one. So we'll find the second line. We'll get it. Here it is. So details, create a new string object, all those things you can read it. Now similarly, let me just see print int, which converts to a integer, takes a string or float anything and convert into a integer. So integer, let's just see what it gives. Okay, I'll better to comment the string part. So we'll have only the output of for the integer. Now here convert a number or string to an integer or return 0 if no arguments are so there. Now let me just print itself is a built-in function. So for that what I am going to do is put it here, print. Now I will say print dot doc. Now okay, I have commented. Now print itself is built in, so it tells me we have already discussed how a separator can be used, what is the end we give, how to give a stop the line breaks there. We have already discussed. Now all those details are optional keyword arguments. It is available, it is giving it here. So like that, any function it can be a built-in or user defined, but if it is a user defined, unless you write it, nothing will come up. So it is a good practice when you create your own function, give a doc string, provided if it is you feel somebody else will use it and you yourself can see and that what is this function is for, what purpose this function gives, what are the inputs it takes, what are the return value I'll get. So this is helps in that. So fine, this is the about the doc string from different file. This is particularly the source code, you will get it here, but right now I will not able to show this because it will take me time to work in the Colab platform because I have to mount the file. So let me just move it up. Recursive, yeah, here using from different file. What you can do this here, it is from all fun. Suppose this function I have written it inside a all fun. This is a different Python file. So from fun import this particular function, so I can use it directly. We'll see this example when in a Visual Studio Code when you will use it. So we'll just this much is the code to understand it. Means in a different file I can keep the function and use it in another file. So I have to import it and use it. It is that simple as that. So you can try that. Now we'll come to the recursive. Okay, recursive function. What's a recursive function? Why this is so important? Now recursive function is when a function calls itself. A function, it is calling the same function, it became recursive. So inside that again it will call inside. So there should be a stop arrangement. So certain condition, this recursiveness has to be stopped, or otherwise what will happen if I forget to give that stop condition? Then system will be go for infinite loop. There is a system setting also to stop it. We'll also see that. But let's understand how the recursive function works. Now the best example is a factorial of a number. What's a factorial of a number? Let me just show you one picture is there. See, factorial of a number. So factorial of 5 is 5 multiplied by 4321, or otherwise second thing is 5 multiplied by 4 factorial. That is a factorial of 5. What is 4 factorial? It is 4 multiplied by 3 factorial. What is 3 factorial? I get 3 multiplied by 2 factorial. Like that you can come up to 1. So this starts from the end, gives 2, then it 6, then it comes, finally you get the value for 5. This picture you can imagine, this will translate into our code as a recursive function. So let's come back here again. I'm just writing, defining a fact. I am giving a fact. Fact means factorial. So you can give any name. Input is n is a number. I am taking an integer as an input. Print. Why I am printing at the first line? It is for our understanding. It's not that it's a main. It is required, but it is just to understand the flow of the function or the flow of how the execution we need to print it. Print. So I am giving the number. Number is, now give a colon. Now here I am coming and giving n. Fine. Now next, if n equal to, if n equal to 1, then return 1. Okay, in the case if n equal to 1, then only. If it is not 1, then I am writing a else condition. Just watch this. How this thing works. Now I am saying result equal to n multiplied by FACT. What is this FACT? N minus 1. Let me just complete this. Okay. See, FACT is this function itself. Here what I have written, the same one I am calling inside. So result is n factorial of n minus 1. As we have seen here, everything what you do is 5 factorial is 5 multiplied by 4 factorial. So exactly the same thing I am doing it here. So n minus 1. One more thing. Here also we'll print the value and we'll to get it print what I am saying is part factorial equal to, I am just printing it, part factorial. Up to this point, what's the factorial? Then I am saying return result. Okay, so what the result? But every time we'll see how this loop works. Now I am calling this function. First time, anyway, we have already discussed, unless I call the function, it won't work. So it will be there as it is. I have to call it first time also. So I am saying print. Now I am saying final factorial. Why I am saying final factorial? It's for our understanding only. It's a string only, final factorial. Here I am calling the function FACT, inside that 5. That means give me the factorial of 5. Okay, that's the idea here. Now let's just, when you run this function, what will happen? First it will go, 5 will go here. N is first time it's calling. Then if n equal to 1, then this will print it. This print value will commit as 5. Then n equal to 1, no, n is 5. Then what it will do? It will take n, then factorial, multiply it by factorial of n minus 1, that is 4. So it will take the value of 1. But here, instead of finalizing the result, it will call itself. So here 4 will come. Once 4 will come, this will be 4 into factorial of n minus 1, that is 3. Like that, this will continue. And the print part factorial will be printed. Let's just see what sequence it starts. Let's run this. You just see, this actually, when it runs, this line runs it, it never goes to next line. Say first what happens, unless and until it becomes 1. First time, as I told, it is first time it gets 5. It comes here because n is not equal to 1. It comes to line number 6. Then without printing it, it again goes back to this function. Then that is why the number is 5 is printed. First time 5. Next time also it is number is 4. Line number 7 is not executed. Now once 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once it is 1, then return 1. It returning starts. So what happened? Now the results are printed. Okay, so part factorial. Part factorial is first multiplied by 2's factorial. It gives return 2. Then 2 is multiplied with 3. Reverse way it will come. And what happens? Part factorial 120 and final factorial. Once it completes the entire all the loops, then it comes out and returns the result is returned. So the final factorial is, I'll get that 120. So the final factorial is here. Let me just improve it. One more step we can go. I'll use 6. So 120 into 6 will be, here it is, 720 is the final factorial. So like this is the process. You have to understand again and see this diagram, how this loop operates. First 5 factorial is 5 is, it is same as 5 into 4 factorial, then 4 into 3 factorial, 3 into 2, like that. And it starts from the end. That is why once the returns is 1, then only the results come. That is why this print statement, you could follow the sequence, the print statement comes, but this one never comes. Line number 6 is executed, then line number 7 is skipped because it goes back again to that. So this is, once this particular line is printed and if condition till it becomes 1, nothing comes out. So the line number 7, once it returns 1, then the line number 7 is printed for previously all functions. Fine, this is how the okay, it's already 7:19. So this is how the recursive function works. Now after that, there are two things are there where you will find out the greatest common divisor of two input numbers. So that's a small application. Sum of digits and input number, we have already in the script we have discussed that code is again there in the as a function how you will use it. See, that time we have used different loops to get it. So you are good. I will just request you can just check the link in there, in that to these solutions are there, or I will post it. You can practice that. We have already discussed using a while loop. Now we'll be the same solution we'll see by using the function. With this we will end our function. It is not that we will again in future will come back. So this 3-part function we have finished it. So almost everything in function we have discussed. And if you have any doubt or any questions here, No questions. So you have anything here, you can post it in the comment section, and accordingly we'll work on it. So friends, tomorrow we'll start something important and new after the function. Thinking will start with list, then tuple, set, dictionary, or we may go for our error handling, try, except, code block. And after that, probably next week we'll go for the event programming, class, methods and all. So that will be interesting because that requires a bit of it's not difficult, it's you need to be practice a bit more. So whatever we have discussed, request you please practice these things. So once you start practicing this, then your clarity will more. These are all very very simple, as I mean simple codes for hardly 10, maximum 10 lines or 11 lines of code, so you can easily do that. And anyway solutions are there, but my request is you first try it, then you go for the solution. And once again I will request you, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, so you'll be notified as and when we are adding these tutorials, and we are frequently adding and coming 7 p.m. regularly online also. And if you feel that this will help any of your friends, feel free and requested to share it. And once again I will request you to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.